Welcome student to my YouTube channel Bharat Chem Study. Today we are going to study about chapter 7 acid, bases and salts for the 7th standard of ICSE board. In previous video we have studied about the definitions of acid and their uses. So in this video we are going to study about properties of acid, that is the chemical reactions of acid, the action of acids on carbonate. Whenever metal carbonates, any metal carbonates or any metal bicarbonate react with dilute acids, either dilute HCl or dilute sulfuric acid, they form metal salt, water and carbon dioxide. Let's take an example. Sodium carbonate plus dilute hydrochloric acid. So student, remember here the salt form must contain the metal atom, and from the acid part, the negative part in HCl or hydrochloric acid, the negative part is chloride. So the salt form is from metal carbonate, metal comes, and from acid, negative part chloride is come. So the salt form is metal, yani ki sodium chloride plus water and produce carbon dioxide gas. So let's see a video in which carbon dioxide gas is produced. So here we are taking sodium bicarbonate and we add vinegar to it, and you can see clearly the effervescences are formed. These effervescences are due to the formation of carbon dioxide which bubble out from the solution. To detect that this gas is carbon dioxide, we pass this carbon dioxide gas from lime water. Lime water is a decayed solution of calcium hydroxide which is transparent, or you can say colorless. So let's see what happens when we pass carbon dioxide gas from this colorless or clear solution of lime water. So you can see clearly that on passing carbon dioxide, the solution becomes milky. This experiment shows that the gas was carbon dioxide. Now let's take one more example in which we are going to react the calcium carbonate plus hydrochloric acid. So again beta, to form the salt, from calcium carbonate the metal calcium goes, and we know that in hydrochloric acid the negative part is chloride. So the salt form is calcium chloride plus water and produce carbon dioxide gas. So in this video we have taken hydrochloric acid in a test tube, and we have taken lime water in another test tube, and now we are going to add calcium carbonate in this hydrochloric acid and see what is happened. So on adding calcium carbonate, you can clearly see effervescence of gas is formed, and when this gas is passed through lime solution, you can clearly see the lime water is become milky. So this experiment also shows that calcium carbonate or reaction with hydrochloric acid produce a colorless gas which turns lime water milky. That is, the gas is carbon dioxide. Now let's understand the reaction of calcium carbonate with sulfuric acid. So student, again in calcium carbonate the metal is calcium, and in sulfuric acid the negative part is sulfate. So the salt form is from calcium carbonate metal calcium, and from sulfuric acid negative part sulfate is coming. So the name of the salt will be calcium sulfate plus water, and gas formed is carbon dioxide. So always remember, whenever a salt contains carbonate in that bag, it always produces carbon dioxide on reaction with dilute acids. Similarly, hydrogen carbonate, also called bicarbonate, when react with sulfuric acid, again in this the metal is sodium and the sulfuric acid contains negative part sulfate. So the name of the salt form is sodium sulfate plus water, and because carbonate is at the back, therefore it produces gas carbon dioxide. So by learning this method in your 7th standard beta, you are able to write the word equation for the chemical reaction of metal carbonate with hydrochloric acid or sulfuric acid. Now we are going to study about the activity series. So activity series is very important in chemistry beta. From this learning this activity series, you are able to understand which metals are more reactive and which are less reactive than hydrogen. So activity series is the arrangement of metals in the decreasing order of their reactivity from top to bottom. That is, the metal which are more reactive is at the top, and the metal which are less reactive is at the bottom of this series. And the easiest method or funniest method to learn this activity series is कल्लू नाक का मैनेजर आलू जरा पीके पकाता है क्योंकि हरी आगे पटना आएगा. From Kalu we take potassium. From Nath we take sodium. From Ka we take calcium. From manager we take magnesium. From Alu we take aluminium. For Zara we remember zinc. From Fike we remember iron. From Pakata we remember lead. From Hai we remember hydrogen. Q E we remember copper. Hari we remember mercury. Age we remember silver. Patna we remember platinum. And Aega gold. Because potassium is present at the higher in the reactivity series, that means it is highly reactive, and gold is present at the below of the reactivity series, that means it is least reactive. So the importance of this activity series is that metals which are present above hydrogen, potassium, sodium, calcium, magnesium, aluminium, zinc, iron, lead, hydrogen, all these are reactive than hydrogen. And all those metals which are present below hydrogen are less reactive than hydrogen. The second thing which we can learn, that all these metals which are present above hydrogen, sodium, potassium, calcium, magnesium, aluminum, zinc, iron, lead, all these metals will produce hydrogen gas when they react with dilute acids, because they are reactive than hydrogen, so they can displace hydrogen from acid. So they all these metals form hydrogen gas on reaction with dilute acid, either HCl or sulfuric acid. But those metals which are present below hydrogen, copper, mercury, silver, platinum, gold, they will not form hydrogen when they react with dilute acids. So displacement of hydrogen from acid by metal. So we have studied all reactive metals: calcium, potassium, magnesium, sodium, aluminum, zinc, iron. All these are reactive than hydrogen because they are present above hydrogen in the activity series. So they will displace hydrogen, that is form hydrogen gas on reaction with dilute acids. For example, so reactive metals react with dilute acids, either HCl or sulfuric acid, they will produce their metal salt and hydrogen gas. So if reactive metal react with hydrochloric acid, the salt will form metal, and from hydrochloric acid it comes chloride. Metal chloride plus hydrogen gas is formed. Let's take an example. Magnesium react with hydrochloric acid. Then the salt from this form is metal is magnesium, and the negative part from hydrochloride is chloride. The salt name is magnesium chloride plus hydrogen gases. In a similar way, when reactive metal react with sulfuric acid, so we know that in the salt the name of the metal goes, as well as from sulfuric acid the negative part sulfate goes with the name of the metal to form the salt. So the name of the salt becomes metal plus sulfate, and hydrogen gas is produced. Let's take an example. Iron react with sulfuric acid. So the salt form contain iron as a metal, and the negative part from sulfuric acid is sulfate. So the name of the salt will be iron sulfate plus hydrogen gas. So let's see a video in which magnesium is going to react with hydrogen gas to form magnesium sulfate and hydrogen. First of all, we are going to study about the method of preparation of hydrogen. We know that reactive metals like magnesium, aluminium, zinc, when react with dilute H2SO4 or dilute HCl, produce hydrogen gas. So we are doing the test for hydrogen gas at a formation of hydrogen gas by using magnesium ribbon. Magnesium ribbon look like this, and we are going to add magnesium ribbon, and now we are going to add dilute sulfuric in it and see what happens. So you can clearly see the effervescence of formation of hydrogen gas. So the test for hydrogen gas is that when we bring a burning matchstick near it, it burns with a pop sound and a blue flame. So let's see how it burns and listen the sound. So we prepare the hydrogen gas here. So I am taking the burning matchstick near it. Very carefully listen the sound. So this is the sound produced when we burn a hydrogen gas. It burns with a pop sound. Now copper, silver, mercury are below hydrogen in the reactivity series. Means they are less reactive than hydrogen. So whenever we add dilute acids to these metals, copper, silver or mercury, they will not displace hydrogen from acid. Hence no reaction takes place and no formation of hydrogen takes place. So in copper, if we add dilute HCl, because copper is less reactive than hydrogen, so it will not able to produce hydrogen gas from HCl. That's why no reaction takes place. In a similar way, if we add silver to sulfuric acid, all the silver are less reactive than hydrogen, so they will not able to produce hydrogen from sulfuric acid or HCl, hence no reaction will take place. Now uses of acid, hydrochloric acid, but it is used as a bathroom cleaner. It is used as a pickling agent for removing oxide of iron from the iron sheets. It is used in the tanning of leather. It is used for dyeing in the textile industries, and it is also used in the manufacturing of gelatin from bones. Nitric acid, it is used in the manufacturing of fertilizer like ammonium nitrate, in the manufacturing of explosive like TNT and nitroglycerin. Nitric acid is also used in the manufacture of rayon. It is also used in the manufacturing of dyes and drugs. Sulfuric acid, it is the main constant of your lead storage battery. It is also used in the manufacturing of other acid like hydrochloric acid or nitric acid. It is also used in the manufacturing of alk. It is used in the manufacturing of fertilizers, drugs, detergent and explosive. Boric acid, it is used as an antiseptic. Organic acid, ascorbic acid, we use it as vitamin C. Citric acid is used for flavoring agent and food preservative. Acetic acid also a flavoring agent, they are vinegar, and it is also used as food preservative. That's why by making our pickles, we are adding little bit of vinegar in pickles. Tartaric acid, it is a souring agent for pickles and a component of baking powder. Baking soda is sodium hydrogen carbonate, and baking powder is a mixture of sodium hydrogen carbonate and your tartaric acid, which is available in market. So please learn and note down all the important points we have studied in this video. Next video we will study the next part of this chapter. Please like and subscribe channel for the latest update. Thank you.